Hi, this is a video on how to fit a caravan aerial. I'm sorry about the quality of the video, but I was trying to film and work one-handed. First of all, I am not a professional aerial fitter, but prefer to do things myself and save money. I will show you how I fitted my aerial so that it might give you an idea of to whether it is easy or hard for you to do. So here we go. This is my caravan with plug sockets and an aerial socket already fitted. The aerial went to the outside and we had to keep putting it up every time I went camping or caravanning. So I don't use that now, and I got an aerial that I'm fitting to the roof. This is the wardrobe, and it has a panel, wall panel, which you unscrew to get to everything, and then you can see all the wiring and the backs of the plugs and sockets and everything like that. This is the back panel which I'll be putting the booster on, and the wires will all be hidden behind here. I took the rear of that panel off by unscrewing the screws and put it to one side, and that's where the wires are hidden. I bought these stretching ladders which are easy to carry around. You don't need a roof rack or anything, and you can stretch them to the size that you need. I'm putting them up now to the roof of the caravan, as you'll need to get on top of the caravan to fit the aerial. This is the top of the caravan, and I'm working out the best place to put the aerial. I want it so the wire goes through the wall partition so there's no wire showing. So I'll measure it, make sure it's clear for any obstructions, which there isn't on the roof, so that's fine. Back inside the cupboard, I put the base plate up, and where the central hole is, I mark it on the left where it'll be hidden behind the panel. Just make sure that the actual hole goes through the panel and not coming out inside to the inside the caravan. Right, you drill a small hole, a small pilot hole through the roof to reach the outside, and that's where the cable will be coming in. I then went back on the outside of the caravan and drilled a bigger hole, which is the width of the cable, so I can get the cable through into the caravan. Have a quick check, make sure everything's clear and it's away from the side. Back down again now, back into the cupboard, and you can see where the hole is, which is inside. You can see the black line where the panel wall fits. Back out again on the roof, just make sure the wire will fit through before you do anything else, which it does, so that's fine. So we'll take that out, put the base plate on, and now we have to line it up over the hole, as you can see, and then we have to mark 4 holes for where the screws go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, now remove the plate, make sure you can see the marks where the holes are. And this is where the screws are going to go to hold the base plate onto your Caravan. When you're drilling these, you're only drilling just through the metal bit, you're not going straight down into the ceiling, otherwise you'll have holes in your roof. You can see holes, doesn't make it look nice. So just enough to get through the metal, and that'll be fine. Now if you get your base and get some sealant, put the sealant all around the edge, the more the merrier. This stops water getting into it, which you don't want getting into your Caravan and start rotting it. So I bought a tub full, so I was using plenty on it. Another thing that I did was I put a blob on each of the holes that I drilled, again just to make it more protection to stop any water getting in, and then a little ring around the hole, again just to stop any water getting in. And put it under the line up, make sure you line it up before you actually press it down, and then put 4 screws in. You only need short screws, again you don't want them coming through the ceiling, so just enough to reach the roof of the Caravan and to hold the base plate solid. Right, now put the cable through the hole and feed it all through till you get to the aerial, and then just feed it through and put the aerial on top. Again, I'm working one-handed, so it's a bit awkward. Feed it through, get the aerial in and seat it home. Now on this aerial there's 2 grub screws, one that you can see now and one on the other side. With an Allen key, just tighten them up, and that should be enough to hold it solid even in the wind. There you go, nice and solid. Right, back into the cupboard, that's where the aerial wire comes through, and this has to go to the booster. That's the old aerial wire which I'll be taking out, and I've got a 12-volt socket so I can get the power supply for the booster from there. And if you can't do that, then you're best running it to your battery or wherever you can get some power supply from. Now drill 2 screw holes lined up for your amplifier, so that will slot on top, and 2 holes or 3 holes underneath, ready for the cable coming out and the cable going back in. One aerial wire comes from the aerial itself, and the other aerial wire goes down to the socket, which is where it gets its power from. So the black wire is the power, and the other 2 are the aerial wires. So I hope this will give you some tips. Thank you and goodbye.